Hey everybody, welcome back to another Judgment commentary of Arcane, but today we're going to be checking out the next set of 3 episodes, episodes 4, 5, and 6. But last time, on the first 3 episodes, I was blown away by how absolutely freaking fantastic Arcane is. I mean, I had no idea what to expect going in because, like I said, I didn't know anything about League of Legends, and, well, I knew even less about it than I initially thought. I called it a frickin' MMORPG for Pete's sake. It's not an MMORPG, it's a MOBA. But I didn't know that. That wasn't just a misspeak, I just straight up didn't know. All this time I thought it was an MMORPG. So it turns out all I really knew about it was the title. And otherwise I knew that the game had lore of its own, so I didn't know if I might be lost going in without any foreknowledge of said lore, but fortunately, that's not the case. It was well crafted in almost every way and completely stands on its own apart from the original game, and just, I could go on forever talking about how great it was, but I'll try to summarize it here in that from its character development, to its music, to its animation, to just everything, the voice acting too, all of it was just masterfully crafted. I especially liked the way that it started out and then slowly built up to what we got by the end of episode 3, because when it started, it was establishing a theme that was like an almost Avatar The Last Airbender-esque beginning, you know, where it introduces this group of quirky, well-written characters who are really likable, only to get really, really real and dark very fast. I've already gone over extensively how I felt about episode 3 at the end of the last video, but let's just say it ripped my heart clean out of my chest and crushed it before my very eyes. It was brutal. Some of the most expertly done sadness that I've seen put to fiction. I mean, we got one scene of it right behind me right now. It still hurts. I mean, everything that happened, specifically involving Powder, was so nuanced and gray that it's just unbelievable, because it's like you can't be mad at her necessarily because you understand why she did what she did. She was left behind, she felt helpless. She thought that the reason she was being left behind was because that she would get in the way and that she couldn't help. That wasn't really the case, she was being left behind so that she wouldn't get hurt, but that's not how she saw it. So the moment she found out that those things could go critical, of course, she's gonna rush in to try to help them. Little did she know that they were already seconds away from escaping, and that her trying to help would just get 95% of them killed. And that's what breaks my heart. And just the way that Vi lashed out at her. I understand why she would be so angry. Of course, nearly everyone she cared about just got blown to smithereens, or had to take a magic potion drug thing and turn into a big monster, and then died in her arms. And she found out that it was because of what Powder did. Now, striking her was never the correct response. Never, no. She should not have hit her. That was just not the right thing to do. Powder needed her in that moment. She needed to be comforted, because Vi was not the only one who lost everyone she cared about right there. Powder did too. And then, she felt like she lost Vi. She lost everything. And a few people have pointed out how young Powder's voice actress was when she recorded for her character here, and man, I gotta give her props. She sold her emotions just perfectly, man. From the rage to the sadness, she delivered it exactly right. It was scary good. And of course, when Silco comes in and offers her support and is there for her, it felt genuine. I don't think that Silco looked at this as some kind of opportunity to weaponize her necessarily. I think he genuinely had empathy for her and her plight and was trying to actually be there for her. Now, is he going to inevitably turn her into a weapon of some kind? Yeah, that's gonna happen, but I don't think that was necessarily the scope of his intent. I genuinely think that he believes he's going to do what's best for her. He believes that, but how well it'll actually turn out, that remains to be seen. this has already dragged on long enough. This is a very long opening part. I could keep talking, I could. Episode 3 leaves a lot to think about. And that's one of the things that made it so good, is that I could keep sitting here talking about it forever. But I shouldn't do that, because that would be dumb. But I guess for now I'll just say thank you everyone for checking out those first 3 episodes of that, because that video did insanely well, better than I expected it to. So thank you all so much for checking it out and enjoying it as much as you did. That was great. I mean, it wasn't without criticism. Rightfully so. There were some things that I was a little wrong about. Like, honestly, I took a bit too much catharsis in seeing Vander have to fight on the bridge like that. It was born out of a self-centered desire to see what the guy could do in action, but he didn't want to have to do that. He didn't want to ever have to fight again, so I apologize for being as hyped as I was to see him fight. It was for him an exceptionally bitter moment. But I think I've rambled on enough. Arcane has clearly proven itself to me as being insanely good, so I don't want to wait any longer to check out the next set. So without further ado, ba-bing. I was mimicking the Netflix sound, in case you couldn't tell. Here it is. That would be them. What are we up to? Oh, fancy that, right when you're discovering magic again. Progress is certainly what's on mind. Diddly. I'd like to know more. A common issue. Nah, come on, man. You've earned it. You may have doubted him at first, but you come around. Look at that little mustache sheep thing. Epic music plays. I agree. And the place is looking good. Let's hope you can share some of this flourishing technological advancement with the people below. Or is that too optimistic of me? Or are you just going to keep building up higher and higher while the people underneath continue to sink? Yo. Is that some kind of teleporty thing? Yes, indeed it is. And intro. Gonna be skipping over that because Imagine Dragons. I'm probably not gonna upload this in full the same way I did the first time on YouTube because many of you were rightfully concerned about copyright with that one. Robot 1. They've got droids. Huh. Little mechanical butterflies. Yes, pardon. Men of progress often are. Kate. Is that really a trade-off? I always do. And of course, you gotta have the tiny lightsabers whenever you're a guy in air traffic. Looking curious. You the kind of bribe taker, my friend? Looks like someone's here to crash the party. Like the Green Goblins with these air scooter things. Man, those crystal bombs are something else. Oh, trap! Sorry, guys. You do not want to be stuck in here with that symbol above your head. Good luck. Good luck. I wouldn't just be tossing flares around, man. A swing. Oh, that's not good. Gosh. Well, they're dead. Extremely. Or maybe something else happened to him. Hey, how you been? Hello. Come on, man, I can do better than that. I got a few strands of hair. Ugh. Oh, snap! Oh, no! Well, here we are. This is certainly a moment. Whoa! You alright? I think the board might have taken the brunt of that. Whoa, where'd you get the chain gun? Ooh, that was visceral. This music oddly accompanies this well. Well, them's were some Vietnam flashbacks. Yeah, that's what matters. Yep, it all began with that. Now that you've marbleized it, he's gonna whack it with a hammer? Whoop! Yeah, nothing. Not explosive. Much better. If only you had figured that out earlier. You could have avoided a lot of pain. Infinity gauntlets. Virtually anything. That's pretty rad. I'll take your entire stock. Yeah, I doubt it's going to be used exclusively for that, I'm afraid. And that is a Dr. Octopus type deal. Again, this will hold means of use beyond laser printing. Woo! Give a mean haircut. Oh, 10 years? I think they think it's ready now. Well, yeah, when you're a few centuries old. I mean, you do want to go through all the trials and such. Please do. Patience is key to proper science, my boys. You stamped it. Ooh. Man, you are good. You're telling me you can analyze the trajectories of this? There's a couple of bodies down there, too. Ooh, you dragged yourself down here, eh? I noticed the trail of blood. I can't tell you that either. Well, she's still an officer, come on. Yeah, look, we got a witness right down here. Oh, goody. What's with the turtle god? Hanging in the underground now, huh? It's the nose. There's a lot of what's with this going on here. Especially when you get PTSD. Careful. I don't think she could have accounted for this. Instead of using their technology to assist you. Mm-hmm. There's more than one girl with pink hair. Gone? Define gone. Yeah, you can't, but... Of course you can. And yeah, they are calling you Jinx. Duh. Ooh, oh! Hey, gotta do what you gotta do, right? Right, Silphco? It's not the most efficient tool. I think you need therapy. And he shall appear. What? Won't stop on his account. What about him? Because you do. You can show it off as like a demo, but just don't put it into production. He's lived a lot of the past. Can you blame him? I'd say it already has. A glimpse? That's fine. I think he might be a bit much to say that he can't even show it off right now. It's just a tech demo. That's all it is. No. It was not. They wouldn't just cast her out that quick. No. I, like you, thought it was her. But oh, crud. Hey, so did I. Everyone gets confused. No. No. It worked well last time. She just dropping off explosives every now and again down there, huh? Doing all right. Don't be so hard on yourself. I can't read that. They even gave him a mug. If I could whistle like that, I'd do it right now. All I can do is... That's all I got. Bah. You know they expected you, man. Big fan of doing that, eh? We got a whole lot more to show. What is that? Page 2. He's like, he has to think on the fly. Oh, second thoughts, huh? Sounds nice. Hey, great speech, man. Nothing like a promise of a brighter tomorrow. And wait, any speech that ends with fireworks going off like that, that'll sell it. Hey, where are you going? Come on, that was good. I liked it. Leave the big shiny crystal for another day. Shut your hole. Yeah. It ain't just a balloon. It doesn't take to be refined to call it an airship, okay? And we've got a second one on the horizon. Baby voice. It's a trap. Look out. Clever trick, Jinx. To be fair, I would have... This reeks of a trap! Dang. Yeah. Ugh! Spooky! Fool! Yeah? We've seen the damage she can do on accident. When she's actually trying, you can imagine what that would do. Well, you sure showed them. Showed them real good. Oh. An unintentional consequence of messing with the Hexstone stuff. Maybe if you actually tried for once. Oh, you. Or if the wrong person. Again. Again. Now that's responsible. You weren't exactly a global shipping lane before you had this stuff last year. Come on. Temporarily. Yeah. Think big picture. Briefly, the city will suffer. What, war? What's one more? Your take, Master Yoda? This is not something he was prepared for on this day. I'll tell you that much. There ain't no might about it. Edgy. Mm-hmm. Take off your headphones. You got a butterfly. Sure is. What else is new? She's done it before, and she'll do it again. She straight up has dummies of them, man. That's dark. I didn't mention it before, but it really is. I wouldn't be twirling a blunderbuss in these conditions. Nope. Nah. You're right about that. I'm not sure he's very reasonable. The truth card. Huh? He's... You were lucky to get away with a few bruises on your arms and legs. What do you mean? And what, they fired her without telling her? This ain't charity. Looks like we're going vigilante. He wouldn't let you handle police business when you were still an officer. Let alone now. Why? Oh, God. The bashed in the face with a cafeteria tray variety. Yeah, they wanted to keep him silent. Have him write it down for me. Who on the inside would want to bash him in the face? I can think of somebody. How you been? Not too good, I would guess. Given your current locale, VI. Beautiful tattooing choice, might I say. I'll watch the credits for now. An excellent beginning to an arc. Yes, indeed. Gotta respect Talisman for, trying to remain responsible. Thought he might try to show off the marble right then and there, but nope. He decided to play it cool, but at the end of the day, in hindsight, it might not have worked out. If he had shown it off there, it might not have been stolen, theoretically, but who knows, it might have still been stolen anyway. I have no idea the circumstances, which resulted in that. So it could have still happened anyway, but still. Heimerdinger had a point that you obviously don't want to move forward with producing any tech with this thing until you, go through further tests with it. I mean, it was definitely safe. You could bash it without it blowing up, but the practical applications of it, you're gonna want to make sure that that is fine-tuned. Because it was pretty dang obvious that in the wrong hands, even just those two things he made could easily be used for ill intent. I mean, one's a giant crushy gauntlet and the other's just a straight laser beam. Come on. You know well and good people are going to want to use that for stuff you didn't intend, but you want to have stuff in place to ensure there's not unauthorized use. But of course, no matter how hard you try, people are going to end up doing it anyway. You want to minimize potential damage, though. Redundancies is what I was looking for. There needs to be redundancies for that kind of thing. Wow, and I still had a few things to talk about. But, yeah, that's where Vi is. She's chilling in jail. Don't know what got her in there, but I can imagine. I could think about it for a second. Yeah, that wasn't her. But I, like Jinx, as she is now called, was quick on the draw to suspect it. Just, she bared a pretty close resemblance. And the pink hair definitely didn't help. But now that I've seen the real deal, I can see a pretty stark difference. But it had been years. You never know what changes could have resulted in that. But Jinx, she's not doing well. Nope, she's clearly not too well in the mind right now. She's talking to herself in a very specific way. I mean, it's not inherently wrong to talk to yourself, but the way she's doing it is very troublesome, and she seemed to be a little hallucinating. So, yeah. And she's got a knack for stepping out there and doing things like this. But man, at least she got the marble. Who knows what kind of things they can do with that? Oh, wondrous things indeed. Just think of what you did with a couple of those unrefined crystals with that thing in hand. Sure, you can't just clack it against something and make it explode, but in the hands of someone intelligent enough to utilize it, big problems indeed. And perfect timing, let's go. Not even gonna need to cut anything out, let's just have it. Meanwhile on Dagobah. Whew, that is sharp. Whatever, you got this. Got this, Kate? That was a good shot. As was that. Close enough. So I told her. Oh, excuse me, I need to take a drink. I didn't do that yet. Nice trophy. No. I just did it out of kindness. That's all. I wasn't paid. They just asked me to. I'm not sure that's gonna help her self-esteem. Noble. I'm not sure she's old enough to have decided. She shoots for justice. That is weird. I just thought he looked punchable. I don't know. He's more than an industrialist. What? No. Yeah. Cross the line. Bad things. It's been plastered all over the city. Crime scenes everywhere. Oh, you don't know her. You need her. Oh no. Perish the thought. It's right there in black and white, man. Several thousand. You suck. Abusive piece of garbage. Skedaddle. And imagine dragons. I can imagine them. Quite vividly. Everyone wants to be my enemy. That's what this is called, right? Brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles. Give him the salute. I've seen one of these in person. It's sad. Ah. Right. Stands to reason. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Taking her place. Nope. Well, his job would probably mean arresting you, but... I think you know the answer to that. Not at all suspicious. Yeah. Yeah, they need it. You should have talked about those, man. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. If I had known you were supposed to talk about that, man, I wouldn't have praised it so much. I guess you thought they wouldn't take too kindly to it now, did you? Hey, hey, hey. Unfortunately, you're talking to the guy that it's rooted right into. What are you looking at? Getting visions? Or are you seeing through time? I'm not sure if mathy type stuff is your kind of deal. Oh. Express caution. It was. It was. It was. It was. But that's the good thing about mistakes, is that you can learn from them. Whoop, that'll do. Haven't even lost a step. It's not as easy as it looks. Very Spider-Man of you. And a number of other characters who do parkour-esque things. Yep. What? What's the deal, man? You see someone drop down and you just walk right up to him? No. Yo, old man, you go fast. Nice. Well, but it takes time to learn that kind of stuff. I need your jacket, your boots, and your motorcycle. Really? No, but gotta go for it anyway, right? Frog leg. You're a good cook, Jericho. Bland, tasteless. Well, she's gotta eat. Come on. Have a little faith, Kate. Playing the old trumpet violin, are we? Sure. There's usually 3. Technically. Weird. The old hangout. Whoop! That raven was about to get it. Excuse me, crow. Ho! And it did get it. Yep. Oh well. I'm not suffering. The loss of no crow. Right back where it belongs. Gonna fix it. Ugh. Oh man. Dang, the way it's fading between them like that. One was calm and stoic, the other is filled with rage like an animal here. Gotta take out that anger somehow. Ugh, just barely. Hey, second place ain't too bad. Or skeletons in the closet. Yeah, I don't want to use that terminology right now. I guess it's more of a tuba violin. Does that mean he needs to be a politician? He is good at that. Hmm. Indeed. I mean, yeah. Man, this guy giving one heck of a performance. Oh my. I mean, he's got charisma. Ten out of 10. Is there a witch in there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, a certain kind of thing going on here. Hey, privacy. Yeah, easy peasy. Well, what they want. Well, in this kind of place, I guess that's an interesting proposition. Howdy, Pim. I'm not sure this is her bag. Not bad. I believe it. Of course. That is an account. You don't say. Oh! Now, was he imagining? Or did he just straight up pull the pin and blow himself up? Yeah. Well, you can read his mind. You could pull it right now. Take him out. But nope. My man is not a martyr. He's no sacrifice. I mean, anybody named the doctor has a better shot. Who can blame you? This is directly tied to that. Maybe not as bad as it haunts her. Oh, you better believe he had the muscle. Good guess. Yeah, see? Okay, fair enough. Like that. It'd be very nice if one could. Nice. Meanwhile, we got you reaching into the greater depths of this hex magic. Ooh. Mind if she crashes over? Best of luck, Miss Young. Best of luck. Quite the duality happening right here. You got one dude making out while the other guy works on his research. The two sides of man. Oh, keep it together. Your sickness is overtaking you. Oh. Well, again, the duality continues to deepen. And become even worse. Have you found the key? Your blood is being drawn to it. Perhaps this was it. The human life essence of blood was what was missing. And welcome to space. The duality of that was meaningful as heck. Was he not? And then you stabbed it. Would that weak man be you? Ah, baptized style. Or something worse. It's not quite so easy. Here, let him baptize you. I think I just saw her neurons firing. Here's this again. Certainly is doing that. They're playing this in universe. That's nice. Yeah, that's yep, where that comes into play. Not fond of seeing her, are you? That's one good reason not to have pulled that pin and taken yourself out. You've got stuff to live for. Well, at least he's still alive. You came to see him. Said you're what? Dying? Whoa! Flying knee! That'll do it. That'll do it good. Rotten luck indeed. Hi. Oh, don't want to hear that. Hello. Sorry, that's both cool and incredibly intimidating. Yep, that's too awesome. Good luck beating Robo-Arm Anakin Skywalker over here. That's not looking good. It's a hard thing to learn. Oh! A gut punch of that caliber and still fighting. Impressive. Another set of venom here for you. Is that what they call that? What is it that Bane uses? Ugh. Oh! Yeah, that would still hurt. Maybe not quite as bad, but... we're still going. Dang, Vi. You... I think she's done. It's overkill now. Ooh, yeah. You beat someone with a mechanical arm. I mean, she's still kicking, though. Oh, yeah. Drop kick through the wall. If that last thing didn't finish you, I don't know. Yeah, Jinx. Powder. He's taking her in as a protege. Fool! Oh! Crud! You had metal claws, why didn't you use that? Dang, how are you still going? Oh snap. Please don't. Wonderful timing. Cover. She's a very good shot. I've kind of been stabbed in the stomach. Sounds a little like Cupcake. Aw, you. Ah, you butterball. I don't know why I used that term. I'm sorry, is this Danganronpa? That was some pink looking blood. Dang. Oh, wait. It was the venom from the thing. I'm stupid. Let's see what you got. Hey there, Bunny. Why are you crucified? With a vengeance. You thought she was dead? You genuinely thought she was dead? I thought you were making that up. He actually thought. Wow. When the walls keep tumbling down in the city that we love. But if you close your eyes, nothing's changed at all. Would you look at that? The old swimming hole. This might not be the best place for such a thing, but it'll do. Ah, flashbacks. Yo. Just making a boat. Impressive. Well, don't lose sight of it. And I'd be concerned about falling in. Oh! Well, there you go. Uh-oh. Whew, okay, yep, keep it. You and your giant basilisk frickin' axolotl over there can have it. Look at him. You cultivated it? That's a good reel. What? How are you going to do that? You would need to make another mutation. So therefore, you will no longer be loners. Yeah, let those kids have their swimming hole. I'm making mutant axolotls down here. You tell me which sounds cooler. Someone as old as him? Agreed. A tragic fate. That the brighter candles will dwindle far faster. They burn through that wax like crazy. And there's that. Okay. Breaking some eggs. Maybe you should start learning. My friend was in the hospital. You understand, I hope. Oh no. Hey, that sounds awesome. Lap pillow. Ah, that's nice. How? What kind of crazy standards are those? True. Oh yeah, look at it. A little bit of you resides within that thing now, man. Perhaps some of you will live on after all. I have no idea what it means that his blood got in that thing, but perhaps it was the key. It took one drop. One frickin' drop. Maybe now you can control it. That was promising. Just the wind. Oh! Jeez. Frickin' ghost. What's wrong with theorem? A little shaky there, Chuck. I'm not one for grabbing girls. I mean, it's just like, could be drinking with that in there. 911. Ah! Don't give the man a heart attack. Almost gave me one. For your troubles, let me give you some laundry bills. Son of what? Why do we gotta do that? You don't intend to parkour with that wound. Oh! Oh! Yeah. Sentiments. Ooh, that ain't good. Man, she's really taking charge right now. What a boss. Is that sleeping gas or poison gas? I mean, the little toodaloo. Ah, sleep it is then. Whew! Interrogation. Soup. Oh, don't. About replacing you, yes. Stop! Stop again! You're about to get stabbed in the face. Not even by her. That first person shot is good. If it's an implosion you want, it's an implosion you shall get. Hope! Whoa, man, this is creepy. Boundaries. Yeah, if I were you. What you looking at there? Hey, keep your saliva off that children's book, pal. Ditch the game. It wasn't about her age. Yeah, wouldn't that suck? Take a guess. Well, he can control other things, just not her. You would know. You got it. We are crystal clear. Don't. I think we're clear. You are making me very, very uneased right now. Silco, don't even try that, man. I ain't gonna let you be sitting here threatening innocent children, man. It's not like he hasn't done it before, but... makes sense. Like blood or plants. Extending yours. If you can figure it out, but for now it just kinda is temporary. I've seen Full Metal Alchemist. I know how messing with life works. If you can't figure it out fast. Use big brain. Oh boy. What do we have here? Cannibals? Ghouls! Yeah, ghouls. Fallout kind. They get lost in the abyss. Hey Powder, how you doing? I would recommend treating that wound first. Aw, come on. She's not like that. Oh, maybe not all of it, but... people are capable of evil. I know. It was a mistake. Choice of words. Choice of words. He can see the potential in it. The negative potential. Like that. Destroy it. And it looked like that. Or destroy it. It's in your head, man. Yeah. This is no opinion. I have faith in him, okay? Although there is good that can be done with this technology. In the wrong hands, and we've seen how easy it is for this stuff to fall into the wrong hands. Twice! Yeah, what? Ha! Ha! A friend. Okay. You're not looking too good there, friend. I'm a doctor. I would imagine. Oh, whatever you say there, Gollum. Stab wound. In the tummy. So, a witch doctor. I got you, man, but that was a dumb decision taking that shimmer junk. What's the other one there? Hey, fair trade? Appreciate it. I'd keep that in your pocket. Oh, come on. She won't judge you or nothing. Don't worry about it. You could use a hug. Search everyone? Precedent. No, that's all right. And yet, we're going full circle. He has a point. Unfortunately, a lot to ask of a greedy, arrogant individual. Exactly. He wants action, just like you. That's why we have future generations, my man. What? No! You can't do this. I trust the little guy. Dude's got more experience than all of you put together. Nay. This is bad news. Well, it can't be unanimous if he votes nay. No, it doesn't work like that. And, well, I wonder what he's gonna vote. The one who put it to the frickin' table. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be drinking that, but it's gotta take your DayQuil. It'll taste terrible, but it'll make it better. Yeah, it's kind of burned in there. Speaking of, someone's coming. Oh. Mm-hmm. Jinx. Why'd you think she died? No. You might be a bit more understanding of why she doesn't trust you. It can be difficult. Oh, howdy there. Cowpoke. Fancy running into you. Man, just about ready to pass out like candy. What good would that have done? Dude. No! From what? Oh boy. Whoa. That's not what got him killed. That's not it either. There's more than one way to win a fight. You can knock over a giant water tower with a neon sign. Wow. How you gonna walk away from that one, pal? Oh, light it up! Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. Take a look, Vi. Whoa! Oh, man. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Oh, he's raging out. Yeah, he and Jinx have a lot in common, I guess. Maybe not that part, but... Back off, Badinsky. Whew, yep. Inaudible. Yeah, right. Don't act like I couldn't read those lips. You see it? Go! And yep. Here we go again. Gonna scan everyone who goes through that bridge. Meanwhile, back in the Cave of Secrets. And by meanwhile, I mean several years in the past. Oh, you've got the poor thing hooked up to life support. It's suffering. In agony. At what cost? Rio. I've known you, I've barely seen you for like 2 minutes and I'm already dying seeing you in pain. And look at him now. All these years later, you still got him in a frickin' test tube. And you're still alive too. Dang. You understand? The progress at all costs. Infinite. There's no limit to what an individual is capable of under the right mindset. Whoop. That is some Joker stuff. Nevermore. Oh, it's out. She's coming. Don't worry. Just give her a bit. Takes time. And she only took an extra 5 seconds. I don't know how to feel about this. Hi, Powder. Reunion. I got thrown in jail. I don't know what to tell you. It was Marcus. I didn't know. I didn't know either. I sure hope so. Prove it. Pinch. Pinch. I mean, she couldn't know you were in the jacket. She is real. Did you? Don't worry. Strength. 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 Yes, that's what matters. Ah! No one, don't worry about it. It's Kate. Only the context. Context. Yeah, context. War on two fronts. War on two fronts. No, she didn't. You shouldn't have, but... No! She didn't even know you had it. Oh, I'm terrified. Oh, it's hard to miss at point blank. Oh. Yeah, all the ghosts in her mind are rattling right now. Uh-oh. Bad timing. Bad timing, my dudes. Well, time to team up. Oh, swat him right out of the sky. Bring it on, Green Goblin goons. Quite. Don't want that thing going critical. It would take a lot, but I'm sure it could happen. Yeah, that look on her face. She's clearly gone a little off her rocker, but you know, it's bound to happen. Oh shoot. Smoke screen. She's flown off the handle a bit. Oh! What? Dang! Freaking Ultra Instinct. I was worried for about 1 second. Hey, she can hold her own now. Turn around. Oh! Oh! Ouch. You made me bleed my own blood. I don't think you have any ammo in there. I mean, I guess she was just spinning up, but... I'm glad she at least charged for her at the end there. Still wanted to protect her. She didn't abandon you, she got hit in the face. This is different! This is different, please! I can't watch the next one, I don't have time. I've been recording for 2 hours. Oh. At least the episodes, they may not have had any single moment as heavy-hitting as what we got in episode 3, but I would say it had its fair share of emotional moments sprinkled about quite well. Oh, please excuse me. Having some indigestion, but oh man, what a roller coaster thrill ride these three were. Poor Hummerdinger, man. He's just looking out for what's best for their society here. He's been around a while. He's seen devastation. He founded this place. He knows where endless seeking of power will lead. And he doesn't want it to happen again. Whether it happened through raw magic or through technology, the end results are still terrifying. And he is repaid for his kind service by kicking him right out. That sucks. Tuck your innocence goodnight. Oof. Line hits hard, man. Hits real deep. It was so touching to see that moment with Powder and Vi, but it's so heartbreaking to see it start to turn on itself like that with the second Kate walked in. They really do still care about each other, and she was only, paranoid, because of course she'd be paranoid. Heard the stories that she was with an enforcer, and after everything the enforcers did, of course she would be hesitant here. And Vi did, punch her in the face, and she thought that she had just straight up abandoned her, but she would have gone right back to get her if Silco hadn't walked up. Just an unfortunate string of circumstances. Yes, indeed. Oh, boy. Well, if you excuse me, I'm gonna not sit here for this, and I'm gonna take the green screen down. You know what it kind of reminds me of? The scene we had where Jinx, as she now prefers to be called, was getting suspicious that Vi was there to betray her the whole time and that she just wanted the stupid hex crystal. It makes me think of the Steven Universe movie specifically. There was a very, very similar scene involving Spinell in that, where basically the same thing happened. Where there was a touching reconciliation, but then one thing comes out and they start getting suspicious of them. I wouldn't be comparing it to Steven Universe lightly unless I thought that it was very, very similar, and it is. Remarkably similar. It's just a interesting parallel. It's got nothing else in common with Steven Universe, but that's just one thing that it has in common with the movie, I guess. One scene. Other than that, Victor. What's going on with him right now? Well, he was dying. He still is dying. And he's found potentially a key to keeping himself around and doing a lot of good. Because that's the thing about them, the wide-eyed science. You only see the positives that can come from your work. They're not as focused on what would happen if it were to go awry. Like making big death gauntlets and laser shooting tentacles. Yeah, you don't think about how bad that could be. And in the case of their hex core, that thing can, create life basically, as it would seem. It can manipulate and enhance it. In the wrong hands, the devastation that kind of tech could bring is immense. And it seems like the tech has gotten into his mind a little bit, and of course he's going to be a little frantic to try to save his own life. And with the opportunity right in front of him, of course he's not just going to destroy it. But right there at the end, the last we saw of him, he walked in on that scientist dude, saying that he understands. That he understands why he was so desperate to keep the thing alive? Maybe. But I mean, the guy went to extreme lengths. At this point, Rio's, I bet they're barely even clinging to life at all. They're just in a frickin' back-to-tank, just chilling in there. I would hope they're not experiencing too much pain. When they were hooked up to those tubes, it looked horrible. Just forcing it to stay alive just so that the mutation can continue to exist. But years later, he still can't find a way to keep the mutation going. Make a second one or something to make a breeding pair. I don't know. Just keeping it alive for what? The sake of keeping it alive? What good is that? You're not doing anything with it. That is cruelty. As always, like we saw with the previous three, there were great nuances going on here. A lot of depth to what was happening, and a lot of talk about the corruption that is going on in the big city here. But of course there's corruption going on. There really isn't a lot that is being done to help the people in the Undercity. Now, obviously, they were trying. There was some attempt with Victor and the like that they wanted to use the tech to help them, but the council didn't seem super interested in that. They mostly seemed to want to keep things going their way. And like with Jace, he was supposed to have in his speech about what they could do to help the people in the Undercity too, but he omitted it, which, had I known that he omitted that, I wouldn't have said that the speech was pretty good. I mean, otherwise it seemed okay, but he intentionally omitted discussion on how it could assist the less fortunate. I guess it shows what he thinks the perspective of them is. That even though he may believe in helping them, he doesn't think everyone else would take too kindly to it. Also, I haven't touched on it much, but we have those green goblin dudes that I call them, that one gang, the Firelights, something like that? What's their deal? We've seen them come in and mess with things a couple times now, but what are they after? What's their point? Ain't got too much time to find out, but I am interested in finding out just what they are after. I have no choice but to keep bouncing around topics here, but Jinx. I've talked about it already, her mental state. It's played up really well, and it's just terrifying. She is, after everything that's happened with her, she's not well. We saw her right at the end there. There's voices in her mind, those of her past, just apparently screeching at her, preventing her from thinking clearly. It's well, it's obviously a major problem. Like I said before, she could just use some therapy. Silco seems keen on her embracing a stronger, more free side of herself, that of, well, Jinx, the persona that she has here. But stronger she may be, she's very unhealthy in the way she's going about this, relishing greatly in the destruction and the murder sprees that she's gone on. I mean, she just straight up blew up an entire tent of people just to, well, one, make a point, and two, to make a distraction for her to steal the big crystal thing. Which I don't know how she even knew about that thing. Huh. And another thing to point out, Glimmer. We've seen the aftermath of people utilizing this drug too much. We've seen that apparently they just released it onto the streets and people were taking it like some kind of methamphetamines at this point. They were using it as a way to feel strong, and they've become addicted to it, and over time it deformed them. And now they just are forced to live at the very bottom down there and are willing to do anything to get their hands on the stuff. And Jace was pointing out that there wasn't much that they were doing about this incredibly dangerous drug just being out there on the streets. I mean, if they just were releasing that stuff, that is very troublesome. We've seen what it can do in the hands of one person. They turn into a nigh unstoppable monster. I'm surprised this wasn't a bigger concern. But all in all, a great set of 3 episodes that continued Arcane quite masterfully. I'm excited to see what they're building up to for the final 3 episodes that they currently have. I think there's going to be like a season 2 or something down the line, right? Probably. But the next set of 3, 7, 8, and 9, are all we've got for now. And they've set the stage wonderfully for this. We've got some big stuff on the horizon. Vi's currently been taken in by this ragtag gang of green goblins, leaving poor Jinx by herself. Again, which is not good for her. Leaving her alone with her thoughts is obviously not anything you want to have happen, given the state of them. So like I said, great set of episodes. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, waiting to see how this would go. Things have become complicated. But for now, that's it guys, so thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. Subscribe to be updated on more. That would be fantastic. Next time, like I said, we check out 7, 8, and 9. And we get to see where this all builds up to. Can't wait to check them out, guys. Hopefully, ideally, I can get it out very soon. At least in January, because this is still the December video, which I apologize for not getting it out in December like I would have wanted, but as I like to say, things be crazy. Stuff gets in the way. But I'll be doing my best, so as I've been saying, thank you guys, and I hope to catch you next time. But till then, I will see you guys all later.